Hare Krishna. My name is Panchagauda. I was growing up in Buffalo, New York, and playing music, drummer in a rock and roll band. I saw the devotees chanting Hari Nam on Brickell Park. And I was pretty amazed because I liked the music, the colors, and the excitement of the devotees. I was interested in transcendental meditation. I saw Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, and I was studying for a few years in the mid-70s, TM, transcendental meditation. I wanted to find something different. And at that time I had hair, and I was getting a haircut by my barber, and I purchased Bhagavad Gita as it is from him, but I had Maharishi Mahesh Yogi's Bhagavad Gita, 6 chapters. I was reading it and I was excited about Bhagavad Gita, so we started speaking about Bhagavad Gita. And my barber was also a devotee, he was a bhakta, and he convinced me that the Bhagavad Gita as it is has 18 chapters, and he showed me some Back to Godhead magazines. On the back of the Back to Godhead magazine I saw Vishnu Jan Swami playing mridanga, and it had a picture of buses and people in colorful clothing and prasadam. It says, come and join the musical festival, travel around the world, and music, feasting, chanting, dancing, and feasting. So it seemed pretty exciting. Anyway, I went to the Buffalo Temple on Brickell Park, and also went to the Toronto Temple on Avenue Road, and seeing the devotees and the excitement and reading Back to Godhead and the Bhagavad Gita as it is really inspired me, and we joined all the devotees in Buffalo Temple. Then I went to the Miami Temple. First time I met Prabhupada was in 1976, July 4th, which was the 200th anniversary America was celebrating in Washington, D.C. Everyone was coming for big fireworks and celebration. Prabhupada came, and when Prabhupada arrived at Potomac Temple in Washington, we were all anticipating, waiting, cleaning, and Prabhupada came out of the car. Rupanuga Prabhu was there, or Goswami at the time. And many people have experienced when Prabhupada was walking from the car to the temple, it was as if he was floating, just floating along. And obviously we were very excited to see Srila Prabhupada, our spiritual master. So we spent some days in Washington, D.C. with Srila Prabhupada, receiving cookie, hearing classes, and we all had a procession down to D.C. where the fireworks were taking place. Srila Prabhupada was obviously very keen on spreading Krishna consciousness, and he wanted to have also the devotees maybe take up that politics and help give real guidance. Then after meeting the devotees in Buffalo and Toronto, I decided that I left university, Buffalo, studying music, left a rock and roll band, because I wanted to pursue something with a future, a real future. And I found in Miami Temple, we had about 70, 80 devotees, and we had a big farm project there, 10 acres, 30 mango trees. We had over 80 mango trees, 30 avocado trees. We had our own lake, swans, ducks. Sunday feast. Many people would come for our Sunday feast program. We had outdoor programs of chanting and kirtan. So I was interested in this Krishna consciousness because I loved the music, playing mridanga, playing the harmonium, and meeting people from all over the world. Miami Temple was very popular, and I came to India from 1978. Every year I was coming to India because I found India to be very exciting, especially Sri Vrindavan Dham, Mayapur Dham, where Krishna was born. When we're hearing about who is God, Krishna's tu Bhagavan Swayam. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the original Supreme Person. And the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and the music and the prasadam, the food, the spiritual food, all of it is very exciting. So my two sons came to study in the Gurukula in Vrindavan, Bhaktivedanta Swami Gurukula. And while they were in the Gurukula, between Vrindavan and Mayapur, we settled. I just finished my home in Coconut Grove. We had a temple in Miami, in Coconut Grove, very nice place. I finished renovating it, just finished my swimming pool when I decided, after coming to India, that we're shifting to India to take up this more direct, intense life of hearing and chanting and giving our children a chance for going to school. My older son, he's a policeman, detective, also an officer in Coast Guard Reserve now, but they all live in our Alachua, Gainesville, Florida community. And my younger son, he also does Higher Taste Cafe. They do festival programs where they distribute books and prasadam. So I've been here in Vrindavan serving for the last 10 years.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
And we're very happy that people are coming. When people come to our temple in Sri Vrindavan Dham, they experience the kirtan, the beauty of the deities, and also the excitement of Krishna consciousness. When I was with Srila Prabhupada in Washington, D.C., what impressed me and excited me the most was that when Prabhupada, when he would give his love, excitement, and when he would raise his hands, everyone danced, everyone would feel spontaneous love and happiness right from their heart, and they would spontaneously chant and dance. So ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada has changed my life and changed the lives of millions of people around the world. And what I've experienced is the determination to put a stop to the cycle of birth and death, to utilize this human form of life for awakening my Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada would often encourage that you follow this process of Krishna consciousness. Study Bhagavad Gita, study Srimad Bhagavatam. The scripture gives knowledge of the absolute truth. Chant the holy name of the Lord, cleanse your heart, and you'll be saved. So I really feel that I have a much broader life. Before I joined or met the devotees, it seemed like you have a small group of friends and you think about the future. Well, what's the future all about? You may work, you may have a very short lifespan, and there's no real goal, real future. But in Bhagavad Gita, it's describing that the soul is ever existing, undying, primeval. We've always existed, we're existing now, we continue to exist in the future. So I wanted this kind of lifestyle, that the body is temporary, but the spirit is eternal. And I just feel enlivened, and how life has gone by so quickly. From early, like practically I was a teenager when I came in touch with the Krishna Consciousness movement, and now in our 60s, and life is very short. We should not waste one moment. We should utilize our time for developing our God consciousness and stay focused so that we can achieve the goal of life of going back home, back to the spiritual kingdom.